Arsenal draw 0-0 against Liverpool at the Emirates. Oh, last night was such an amazing night with all our rivals dropping points. Unfortunately, we joined them by dropping points against Liverpool. And yes, it feels like drop points because we could have gone 8 points clear at the top. Wow, Waka, welcome back to another match reaction. Another good one this time. The match itself was just not great to watch. I mean, the first half, I feel like at the beginning, Liverpool was okay. We were not really at the races. We did have the ball a little bit, but Liverpool was pressing us a lot. Our press wasn't that amazing, I feel, at the beginning. Then we took control of the match in the first half. We were creating a lot of openings. They weren't really picking up our right back. Timber had a lot of space in the half spaces, but we didn't do anything with it, man. Every time that we were penetrating them, our final ball wasn't good enough. Saka had a couple of moments, final ball wasn't good enough. Timber's final ball wasn't good enough. And it was just not what we wanted to see from Arsenal in this match. We really wanted to see more of a quick start, pepper their goal with some great shots, but it wasn't to be in the first half. Yeah, I don't feel like the tactics weren't bad because we were really exploiting the spaces Liverpool were leaving us, but we weren't exploiting it in the right way. We just got the ball into those spaces, but never really became really dangerous from them. Saka had a shot, a lot of balls in front of the goal where nobody was really attacking it. Or the ball wasn't just in the right area at that point. There was a moment where Rice came on from the left side, and I feel like Gyökeres, Saka, Timber, just a couple of guys were there in front of the goal, but nobody was really attacking it. That's just really bad. Gyökeres should have gone to the near post, trying to attack that. If he misses it, two guys were there at the back post. None of them did anything. No danger from it. The best chance in the first half was Liverpool's chance. There was a ball into Frimpong over the behind the defense. Saliba did well initially, but the communication between Raya and Saliba wasn't great. So Saliba thought he could just pass it back to Raya, but Raya was already coming out of his goal, so the distance was really short. Raya, he could still get his foot on it, but it goes to Liverpool. The Liverpool player tries to hit it over the top of Raya, and Timber, who was trying to rush back, hits the crossbar. From there, the other shot was blocked or it went wide. I don't even know anymore. But that was the best chance of the whole first half. It shouldn't be that way because we were the better team. So why are we letting Liverpool have the best of the chances? But yeah, that's kind of how the match was going here, man. It was just not good enough. We had the ball, didn't really create any chances from there. Should have done a lot better in the first half. Hopefully, second half was going to be better. But as we already know from this being match reaction, second half wasn't better. It was even worse than the first half. Second half started with Liverpool just having a lot of possession. I think at some point they had more than 70% possession. They had a couple of shots. I think At some point, the graphic came up and it was 5 shots from Liverpool to 0 from Arsenal in the second half. That's not good enough. We weren't controlling the midfield. We just let Gravenberch, Soberslai, and McAllister run the show from midfield. McAllister could dribble past our midfield a couple of times. Weird had a dribble in our 18-yard box. Uh, Unfortunately, Nkapie got injured. MLS came on and they started exploiting MLS as if it was Sinchenko. Just balls over the top, putting Frimpong 1-on-1 with him. He was being skinned left, right, and center. They were dangerous. Frimpong had an opportunity to either shoot or square the ball, and they could have made it 1-0. Luckily for us, it was a horrible pass. There was a moment where Wirtz dribbled into our 80-yard box. Trossard kind of blocked him. It was like a 50-50 here and there because I don't think Trossard hit the ball. Some matches we probably would have conceded a penalty there. So we got lucky there. But for us, it just wasn't there, man. Gyökeres wasn't really getting involved in the match. He had a couple of moments where he had the ball. In the first half, he had one where he played a great pass to Timber. Second half, he had one where he played a good pass, I think for Nkapie into space. Other than that, a couple of times his holder play wasn't good enough. His first time pass with his back to goal wasn't good enough either. Really wasn't his match. Saka had a couple of great moments in the first half, some good dribbles in the second half, but the final pass wasn't there. Trossard, not his best match. Stupid yellow card in the first half. Other than that, couldn't really get into it. He had one pass that could have led to something. Zubamendi, unfortunately, got to that ball first, but he should have left it for Saka. Rice wasn't at his all-time best, at least from what we know. Zubamendi wasn't great. Odegaard was slow and lethargic, not his best match either. The pressing from Arsenal wasn't great. I feel like the front line was pressing, but then the midfield and the defense were sitting back. So the space in between the front line and the midfield was just an easy outlet for them to play around our press. And the defense, yeah, Saliba, Gabriel, Timber, and Capier, they did their thing. Raya didn't really have to make a save. The one moment where he had to communicate better wasn't great. MLS, horrible stuff for him, man. Yeah, Frimpong just skinned him. He wasn't amazing on the ball. He had his moments, but the beginning of his sub, it was horrible, man. The pass he gave away in midfield. Later on, he did get some chances to show his skills on the ball. It was okay. Martinelli and Eze came on. Jesus came on. None of them could really stamp any impression on the match. Jesus wasn't any better than Gyökeres. Even one of the moments where we had an attack with Madueke, he wasn't even in the picture, man. A lot of people are complaining about Gyökeres not being there in front of goal when there's a cross on. It was Timber, and then I think Martinelli and one of the midfielders were in the 18-yard box, and Jesus was way off there. Other than that, his holder play also wasn't great. It's just nothing really changed when we made the substitutions. Madueke kind of did the same as Saka. A couple of dribbles here and there. Final ball wasn't great. You had Eze coming on, who didn't really get on the ball a lot. He did give McAllister a yellow card for with a great fake from a throw in. Other than that, couldn't really do a lot. Martinelli had a couple of great dribbles against Bradley, but his final decision wasn't great. He had, I think, one or two shots where I feel like if he just picks up his head, scans the box, maybe we could have created a better chance there. So yeah, the subs weren't great. I feel like some of the subs were on the later side because after about 10 to 15 minutes, you could already tell we needed to change what we were doing. A lot of the subs came like 10, 15 minutes after that. And it's like, why now? Just nah, man. It wasn't working for us today, man. And for me, I really wanna believe in our team this season that we are going to win the Premier League. But the thing that's really holding me back to go 100% into we are winning the league is because every time when we have matches like this against an opponent that is weakened, other teams are putting it on them, scoring goals against them, making it really difficult for them. We don't do that, especially when we can go more points ahead of number two. Feel like the mentality of our team just isn't quite there, and that's the only thing that's really holding us back. We have the ability, we have the squad, we have the squad depth, but the mentality, that's just the final piece that we need to unlock in our squad. Also, I feel like Mikel needs to unlock that in himself as well. Because I feel like he's always talking about mentality and stuff like that. But in this match, I feel like he didn't really stamp his authority on it. I mean, after halftime, you can tell that the match wasn't going our way. Try and change it earlier. And I feel like it's deja vu from the reverse picture. That match again, Slot changed something around at halftime, and I feel like Arsenal didn't react early enough to that. And it's just the same here. Lucky for us, Man City drop points, Villa drop points, so we at least keep our 6 point lead. But 8 points would have been so much better, man. I just feel like it's 2 points dropped, and yeah, not 1.1, even though Liverpool, if anyone deserved more than 1 point, it would have been Liverpool. Yeah, just bad taste in my mouth from this match. Yeah, that's it. On to Portsmouth in the FA Cup at the weekend. Hopefully, we rotate. The guys put themselves about, show why they should be in the starting lineup in the Premier League. After that, it's another cup game against Chelsea, if I'm correct. So yeah, it will take a while before we play Premier League again, but we really need to start getting into a groove, man. We need to start winning. We need to start showing better mentality. Yeah, let's see at the weekend against Portsmouth. For now, that's the mess reaction. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys on the next one. Peace.